Hello, all. Welcome. Glad to have you here. Another Cigar Saturday live stream. Hope you're all having a great day. It's a beautiful day here in Florida. 72 degrees, very light breeze out of the northwest, low humidity. Fantastic. Got all the windows open in the house. Love it. Anyway, just getting this going here. Get my cigar going here. Got some cigars I smoked a long time ago when these first come out. So I thought I would give them a try. Why, hey, Trevor, how's it going, my friend? Glad to have you here. Well, I appreciate that very much. I really do. Well, staying busy makes the day go by faster. And I haven't forgot you either, my friend. I'm collecting them cigar bands for you. Um, if you could, though, on Discord in a private message, could you send me your address again? Because I inadvertently deleted the email that had it. Sorry about that. But if you send it on Discord, it'll stay in there forever. Working on Sundays, weekend work. I know. It's a drag. I am smoking a Riata. And I remember when these cigars first come out, they were absolute garbage. I mean, I had smoked some bad cigars in my days, but these were some of the absolute worst. And I had heard that they did better. They changed the tobacco blend and things like that. So I thought, it's been about 10, 12 years, whatever. I tried them when they first come out. I can't remember. I think it was like 10 or 12 years ago, maybe longer. So I thought, you know what, I'm gonna give them a try again just to see. They're an economy cigar. They're about $2 a stick on the average. So we're gonna see. Perdomo 20th and a magic toast. My nephew said to get a magic toast. He said to try it, that I'd really like it. And I haven't tried it yet, but he tried it and he loved it. He said it was like in the top five of his top five favorite cigars. That's how much he liked it. So I've been thinking I'm going to get one and give it a try sometime. But the Perdomo, you can never go wrong with a Perdomo as far as I'm concerned. And I think I've had the 20th anniversary, but I can't remember for sure. I'm pretty sure. I know I've had the Perdomo Champagne because I remember when those came out, and they are a really good cigar. Did you get into any of the Drew Estates yet? Uh, message retracted. That's interesting. I've never seen that happen before. Yeah, you can't go wrong with Drew Estates either. They're good cigars. Tanner tried the Java Mocha. He really liked it. I like it too. Yeah, the Cuba Cuba is another of my favorite in the Drew Estate. Dirt, I would say, is probably my favorite in the Drew Estate line. I don't know what about it, but I just really love the dessert or the dirt. The girl with no name. Never had that one. I never have. I didn't. I'd never even heard of it even till you just typed it there. I'll have to check into that. Are you still there? It says 0 people watching. Did I lose you? Oh, you're still there, even though it says nobody's watching the stream. I'll have to look into it. The girl with no name. I'm definitely going to look into that. Oh, the cigar for Thursday is out on Patreon already. If you want to check that out. Famous? Okay, I'll definitely go look at Famous because I order quite a bit of stuff from them, as you well know. But yeah, I'll look into that. Oh, by the way, all this month, JR has 0 shipping site wide. No matter what you order, there's 0 shipping and no minimum. I mean, you could order one single cigar and have it shipped for free. So check out JR too. That's where I got these Riatas from. Need to fill up your humidor? Yeah. You and me both, buddy. Oh, wrong hand. I got I ordered 2 bundles of these Riatas. They come in bundles of 20, so I figure 40 cigars ought to hold me over for a while. They're Robustos, so they don't smoke the hour and a half or 2 hours like I normally like a cigar to last. But hey, you know what? An hour long is good for me too. Factory smoke? No, I haven't. What's is that? JR or Famous or where's that at? Cause I'll look it up real quick. Factory smoke. Let's see. Factory smoke. Oh, factory smokes by Drew Estates. Never heard of them. That must be something new. I take it. Oh, JR has them. Let's look at them on there. from, let's see, offered in 4 popular sizes that are dressed in sun-grown shade and Maduro wrappers over Indonesian binder and filler tobaccos. Factory smoked cigars are not factory seconds, just an affordable line of bundled cigars that offer the everyday smoker that great Drew Estates quality and taste. There's even a sweet tip variety that adds just a perfect touch of brown sugar. Cool. I like brown sugar. You get ideal smoke for the golf course, yard work, barbecuing, or sharing with friends when it comes to value price bundled. Cool. Wow. The Gordito Maduro 6x60. I'll have to give them a try. Yeah, I'm liking that. Let's see the Gordito Maduro. Let's see here. Uh, says binder Indonesia, wrapper type Maduro. Doesn't tell where the Maduro, well, it's told up here. Uh, feature blend the Indonesian binder. Doesn't tell where the wrapper leaves from, and it says various for filler. Let's try another one. Let's see what we can find out here. Maduro, sweet Maduro. Boy, they got a ton of Maduros, I'll say that. Oh, here's the shade. Here's the Gordito shade. Let's see. Yep. This one says a Connecticut shade wrapper, binder is Indonesian, and the filler is various. And it's a medium strength. Let's see, what's the others? Oh, here's a sun-grown. Sun-grown Habano, doesn't tell what country it's from. And Indonesia and various. Well, I'll definitely look into those. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm going to look into those, definitely. Especially the Maduros, because, I like my Maduros. I figure if nothing else, it's something new to try. What was it you said? Uh, the girl with no name. Look that up. JR carries them also. Deadwood Tobacco Company by Drew Estates. The girl with no name. Oh, they have a gift set. What all's in the gift set? All right. You get 5 Deadwood Tobacco Company Drew Estates Girl with No Name Robustos. And doesn't tell what else comes in the gift set. I can't tell what that is. Interesting. Looks like maybe, looks like maybe a, oh, it's a cutter. Comes with a cutter and something else. Oh, interesting. Ecuador, Connecticut shade wrapper, binder unknown, and filler unknown. Oh, the same thing and different one is the Deadwood Tobacco Company Fat Bottom Betty, and they have a leather rose. Both of those. Well, the Fat Bottom Betty is 5x54, and the leather rose is a 5x54 torpedo. They have a Lonsdale. Their EMS, where's it out of? Ecuadorian Connecticut shade, unknown. Where's the Maduro out of? Let's check out the Fat Bottom Betty. Maduro doesn't. First time I've ever seen this. For wrapper type, it just says Maduro. For binder, it says manufacturer's secret, and for filler, it says manufacturer's secret. I've never seen that before. That's pretty cool. All right, Lonsdale. Let's take a look at this. Doesn't tell where anything's from on that. Interesting. Cool. Well, I'll definitely check into them too. I like it when you guys tell me about new cigars to try out. I love that. I don't know when I'll ever be able to get them, but when I can, I'll try and get them and do a review on them. Or if you wanted to send me some in my P.O. box, I'd do a review on them and tell them that you are the fellow that recommended them to me. God, I'm a selfless whore, aren't I? Anyway, no, I'm just kidding around there, but yeah, I'll look into getting them and do reviews on them because I think they'd be a good one to do reviews on. And I'll still give you credit for turning me on to them, whether you send me any or not. Hey, me love you long time if you send me those in an Opie. Trust me. Me love you long time. You got girlfriend in Vietnam, Joe? Little Full Metal Jacket reference there. What the hell happened here? That was not supposed to happen like that. Hmm. Hey, what now? How's it going, my friend? Did you get your running around done? Trevor, what now, was watching me play golf this morning on my Twitch streaming channel. I was streaming a golf game. Well, that's good. Now you can relax, have a cigar, and relax. Trevor's telling me about some new cigars I need to try out. One of them is, let's see, The Girl with No Name. And what's the other one here? Oh, Magic Toast. My nephew told me about that one, Alec Bradley Magic Toast. He said it's one of his top 5 favorite cigars now. And let's see, what's the other one? We looked up Girl with No Name, and then, oh, Factory Smokes. Was that it? Yeah, Factory Smoke. Not smokes, smoke. Both of them sound like really interesting cigars. JR has them both. Look them up on there. Look like really interesting cigars to try. Yeah, I've never had the Magic Toast yet. Yeah, they're Drew Estates. Both of them are. I was just reading about them there. Yeah, I take your word for it, Trevor. I look forward to trying them. Thing of it is, there's just so many cigars out there that I want to try. And I only have so many years of my life. You know what I'm saying? So many cigars, so little time. LFD, La Flor Dominicana. Yes, the excellent brand. You cannot go wrong with the LFDs. Yeah, I've smoked quite a few of them over the years. They are good smoke. Yep, they are. Let's see. Yeah, they do. They really do. Let's see. Come back here. Okay. Uh, the cigar review coming out Thursday is the Bolivar Confradia number 550 Robusto. I hadn't done a Bolivar review since the Cubans um, six in 2016. I've smoked other Bolivars. I've smoked the Bolivars we can get here, but I haven't done a review since those. And you can find those reviews, those Cuban cigar reviews, in my videos if you go back through my videos. So I thought, I'm gonna drop this Bolivar review this coming Thursday. Just or tomorrow. Well, yeah, tomorrow it drops. Yeah. So look for that tomorrow. The Bolivar Confradia. Oh, hang on a minute. I got a message. Pardon me just a moment. And you know how I said this morning I was going to try and stream on two platforms at once? Uh, didn't quite work out the way I wanted it to. So I got to tweak that a little bit so I can stream both on YouTube and on Twitch. Because I have my own cigar channel on Twitch also. It's also Cigar Mick. So if you want to check that out, uh, 100 bucks a pop? Damn. Damn. Do you get a reach around with that? Because you should. I mean, I love Opie's. You guys know that. That's my all-time favorite cigar. But I'm not paying $100 a stick for it. I won't even pay $100 a stick for a pre-embargo Cuban. And there's a tobacco shop down in Orlando that has pre-embargo Cuban cigars for sale. But they're anywhere from 75 to $150 a stick. Ugh. You know what? I wouldn't think they would sell all that much for $100 a stick, but I mean, it's an Opie, so uh, you know what? I spent $100 on stupid shit, so why not spend it on a cigar? 3,000 a box. Damn, that's a buttload of cash. Was it good? I mean, honestly, was it worth the $100? Honestly, tiny little sticks. Well, at least it was a good smoke, and it's your new favorite. So I mean, there's that. Well, there you go. If it was worth the money, it's worth the money. Nothing wrong with that. But they got the little tiny ones there where you live for 25 a stick. What now? That's crazy. Opus X Society. I'll look them up. See if I can find anything. Um, wow. The Tobacconist of Greenwich. I don't know if they're in Greenwich, Connecticut, or where the hell they're at. Just says Tobacconist of Greenwich. 203 area code. Yeah, that's Connecticut. They have the Opus X Society, and they have what size is it? It doesn't say the size, so there must only be one size. Well, no, there's got to be other sizes because you said the other ones. Well, that's a fancy band on there. Let me tell you that. It comes in a nice damn box. I will say that. Anyway, they have for a box of 20 is $2,600. or you can get them for 130 bucks a stick. They also have them in 10 packs. They have 5 packs, 10 packs, box of 20, or a single. A single is 130, a 5 pack is 650, a 10 pack is 1300, and a box of 20 is 2600. And they also carry a rare character Opus Exodus 10-year bourbon whiskey for $661 a bottle. Wow. You know what? I'm going to see if I can link this in the chat. I don't know if I can do it or not. I'll see here. Might not let me. Yep, there it is. That is craziness. It was a gift, but I never get to smoke another one. uh, I get that, Trevor. That's yeah. Yeah, if you liked them, I'm right there with you. If it was something I really absolutely loved, yeah, I'd buy them multiples or a box if I could. Yeah, that's definitely it. Like I said, you should at least get a reach around with it. Oh, sorry. Excuse me just a moment. An old friend of mine that I've known since I was like 14 years old. We just kind of got back in contact here recently, so we've been kind of chatting back and forth. Known him for 40 damn years. Okay. Well, you know what? I've had Cubans. I've had Cuban Monties. I've had the Cubans that I reviewed, the A. Chapman, the Bolivar, and what was the other one? A. Chapman, Bolivar, and damn, now I gotta look it up. You guys can make me look it up. Um, Cuban Monty, Cuban Bolivar, and a Cuban A. Chapman. And to be honest with you, having smoked the Opies I have, the Opies are even better than the Cubans. Yeah, I'm saying that. I mean, the Cubans were good, don't get me wrong. The thing with the Cubans, though, is their quality control is shit. Out of those 3 boxes of cigars I bought, roughly about anywhere from a third to a half of the cigars in those boxes were packed so damn tight you couldn't hardly draw through them. It was like trying to suck a golf ball through a garden hose. Seriously, it was bad. I mean, but the tobacco was good and had good flavors and everything. But to me, the OPX blew the Cubans out of the water. No comparison. Yeah, I've never had a Cuban Cohiba. Yeah, the missus. Yeah. Yeah, cops probably confiscated it from somebody. So that's probably how you wound up with it. All right. Hopefully that's all done for now. I mean, that was back in 2016 when I got those. And I haven't had a Cuban since. So I'd be kind of curious to see um, if Cuban quality can, especially with Castro out of the picture. I mean, the Cuban government still runs all the everything down there because it's still a communist government. So they run all the factories and everything. And we know what happens when government takes control of something, it goes to crap usually. But I would be curious to try Cubans today to see if they're any better than they were then. Just to know. I would be really curious about that, honestly. Because, like I said, quality control then was crap. And honestly, I think that box of Monty number fours I got, um, if I remember right, I paid like $265 a box. There was 20 smokes in there, and I think I paid like $265 for it. And in all honesty, if it hadn't have been Cubans, it wouldn't have been worth that. I mean, maybe about half that, or a little more than half, maybe. But that's just my opinion. And opinions are like buttholes. Everybody has one. Um, I I've never had a Cuban Cohiba, but I've had American market Cohiba. As a matter of fact, the last review was a Cohiba. Who are we missing? Oh, he's working on his house today. He's got to do a little interior work on his house, so he's busy. He won't be in the stream today. But he should be in next week, hopefully. Matter of fact, him and I are thinking about doing a live stream together. So be sure and check out next week because we're going to try and do a live stream together. Yeah, I know, right? My dumb ass can't do housework like that. I never learned. I mean, I can fix a little shit around the house, but as far as doing wiring and stuff like what he's doing, no, there are people better trained for that I can pay to do that and not burn my house down from bad electrical wiring. I'll leave that all up to him. He's had some stuff in his house that he's needed to fix for a long time that he's been putting off and putting off because he's had some issues going on with some personal stuff. So, oh, you're an electrician? Well, that's good because that's a good profession to have. You can make a lot of money at that. Not me. Electricity and me do not mix at all. No, don't do it. I don't do it. T-bone steak sounds damn good. I haven't had a good steak in a long time. I'll tell you what. Uh, Friday, I made a roulade, a pork loin roulade, and turned out pretty damn good. Yes, it does sound good, doesn't it? Nice T-bone, porterhouse, if nothing else, nice sirloin steak. Michelle, she loves prime rib. That's her go-to for steak. Good old prime rib. Me, I like a sirloin, a nice 20-ounce sirloin, something that's going to make my belly explode. Oh, prime rib sounds good. For me, right now, it's been so long since we had beef like that. Any steak would sound good to me. No, no cooking channel here. No, I'm not that much of a cook. I just know how to throw some shit together here and there. But I do watch a lot of cooking shows and cooking competitions. I love watching cooking shows. So, I pick up stuff here and there on the cooking shows and then I give it a try and see how it turns out. Most time it turns out okay. It's edible. It makes a turd, so I can't complain too much. Always figure it this way. If it makes a turd, it must have been all right. Oh, love me some venison. When I was younger, I used to hunt, fish, and trap, and we always had wild game. You know, some nice venison chops, and a nice gravy with some uh, nice mashed potatoes, butter slathered everywhere, some rosemary on that venison chop. God damn it, now I'm hungry. Hey, nothing wrong with that. I love a burger on the grill, man. I love burgers on the grill. You can't go wrong with a grilled burger. You just can't. Robert does most of the grilling here, Michelle's husband, and he's good at it. He even has a grill that's a smoker too, so once in a while he'll smoke a brisket or something. Does real good with it. And the best thing, the burn ends. I love burn ends. Oh, I love burn ends. To me, that's the best part of barbecue, burn ends. Oh, yeah, definitely. Oh, take that deer sausage. Here's what I used to do with the deer sausage. Get you a nice hot cast iron skillet. Throw you some butter in there. Throw you a little touch of brown sugar in there. Get it melted, mixed up real good. Slice up your deer sausage, and throw it in there and fry it up. Top shelf. Top shelf grits, right? Grub right there. Of course, everything's better fried in butter. We all know that. Smash burgers sound good. Deer burger sounds good too, to tell you the truth. One of the best things I always used to do when I'd get deer, chili. Make a chili out of it. I love deer chili. Just love it. Yeah, up in Iowa, I lived in the southern tier counties, and deer were so overpopulated there that I think it's still that way to this day. But it used to be they had it to where you could get 4 deer a year. One you could get one antlered deer, and then all the rest had to be antlerless because they were trying to cut down the population. There were so damn many of them. But yeah, I get my 4 deer, fill the freezer, good to go. Yep, straight up. I grew up hard country. Yeah, we didn't have air conditioning. I didn't even know what air conditioning was till I got out and lived on my own. Never, I mean, I had air conditioning in vehicles once in a while, but in a house, central air, I didn't know what that was. I knew it existed, but I had never experienced it unless I went to somebody else's house. Yes, you're absolutely right. Cornbread, yep, straight up. That's a meal fit for a king right there. Yeah, we used to burn wood for heat. That's how we heated our house was burning wood. We'd slaughter our own livestock and had our own vegetables and stuff. I'll tell you what, I can butcher the crap out of a pig or cow. And chickens, ducks, geese, things like that. I can butcher that stuff all day long. Oh, she was. Where at? I was born in Union County. Well, actually, I was born in Des Moines at the hospital, but I grew up in Union County, southwest Iowa. Yeah, AC is a luxury. I know what you mean. Live down here in Florida, though, you got to have AC, man, or you can't survive. Yep, wood burning stove. That's how we heated. Well, we actually had a wood burning furnace, and so that thing we fed it. It'd take a pickup load of wood a week to run that thing. In Leon, I know where Leon's at. Um, I grew up around Creston, Creston, Union County. Actually, I lived all around Union County and in Taylor County. So, yeah, I lived in Lenox in Taylor County, northeast Taylor County, before I moved down here. Lived on my grandparents' farm, then I sold all that and moved down here. But yeah, I grew up in Union County. Yeah, I love Florida, man. When I started driving trucks, first time I came down here, I knew that one day I was going to live here. I just knew it. That or Louisiana, South Louisiana, along the I-10 corridor. That's the only two places I ever wanted to really live. Yeah, it's been chilly here. It's supposed to get down to 40 degrees here tonight in West Central Florida. Can you believe it? 40 degrees in West Central Florida tonight. That sucks ass. Tell you. It actually, well, I'm sure that y'all saw in the news that it snowed in northern Florida this winter, this past winter. That was pretty mind blowing. Oh, she does. What's her family name? See, my family, my dad's family, all grew up in Afton, the Joneses of Afton. If she knows anything about the Afton, she'll know the Jones boys because they were pretty infamous, and I mean infamous. They were like the town outlaws. And then my grandparents on my mom's side are all from Corning and Adams County and Lenox and Taylor County. Yeah, I love crawfish. Crawfish etouffee, love that stuff. Good stuff. I love Cajun cooking. I really do. Yeah, I saw it was snowing in Texas, but that's not all that uncommon though. Snow in Texas, especially in the panhandle of Texas. It snows there quite a bit actually. No, no snow down here. We didn't. It got cold as crap, but we didn't get any snow down here. I live like 90 miles north of Tampa, right on the Gulf Coast. So we're still far enough south that it doesn't usually snow here. Matter of fact, I don't know if it's ever snowed here, but it may have in the past. I don't know if you actually want her to know me or not because depending on who her family is. Norris, I know some. I know a Mike Norris, and then Boland. That name sounds familiar, but I can't place it. But I do know a Mike Norris. Oh, I'm sure it is there in Tennessee. Tennessee is a beautiful state. Matter of fact, Wyatt, my younger nephew, he was born in central Tennessee, just north of Nashville. Yeah, once in a while, I do. Although on the Gulf side, the water's not clear like it is on the Atlantic side. It's murky over here because of all the manatees. They keep the soil stirred up grazing on the seagrass. So it's pretty murky water over here, but it's warmer on the Gulf side than it is on the Atlantic side. The water is. Yeah, we got couple of beaches. Matter of fact, we actually have a nudist beach here, not too far from where I live. There's like 7 or 8 nudist colonies here in Florida, and most of them are on the Gulf Coast. Yeah. Matter of fact, I went to the beach a couple times last summer, and I didn't actually really do any swimming or anything because at the time I had a wound on my leg that um, wasn't healed yet, so I didn't want to get in the water, and have some bacteria getting that wound on my leg or anything. So I just sat around on the beach and soaked up some rays and had a cigar. Yeah, make the trip. Always tell everybody that, my friends that come down and visit, I say there's one thing you have to, well, two things you have to do when you come to Florida. First of all, you got to go to Gatorland. Look up Gatorland on the internet. Fantastic. Next is you have to go to the Gulf Beach, and then you have to go to an Atlantic beach, and you have to get water from both sides. Bring a little jar with you to put water in, and get some water from the Gulf of Mexico and get some water from the Atlantic Ocean to take home with you. Well, I've never been to any of the nude beaches here, but when I was growing up in Iowa, we used to go and have keggers on the rivers. We would go out in the middle of a section of land, and in Iowa, most of the sections are a mile square. And if there's a river runs through it, we'd go out in the middle of the section, build a bonfire, and have a kegger, and we'd swim nude in the river. So kind of nudist, kind of not. Well, get burned every time you can. Are you a ginger? Is that the deal? Do you burn easy? Because gingers burn easy. I got a friend that's a ginger, and she, it's not that she's can't be out in the sunlight, but when she goes out, she's got to just slather sunscreen all over her because if she doesn't, if she's out in the sun for more than a couple hours, she looks like a damn cherry. Yep. Got the red hair, red eyebrows, got the freckles everywhere. She's a true ginger. always give her crap. I say, one of these days you need to get you a soul. uh, just giving her crap. She's like, well, that's why I feed on everybody else's soul. We joke around about that. She's pretty good. She's got a great sense of humor. Oh, where'd it go? There it is. Kind of burning off center here. I'm not rotating as I puff. That's one of the things that, you know, I got a lot of Irish in my heritage. It's mostly Irish. And, Irish tend to burn easy too. But growing up on a farm, I got to where, I just get over it and go on because, you got work to do. You got to go out and throw hay and stuff, and you're going to burn out there in that sun throwing hay for 10, 12 hours a day. That's just the way it is. So you get to the point where you're like, oh, I guess I'm going to burn today. Oh, well. Oh, the heat. Yeah, it's terrible down here. All last week, it was 90 degrees down here every day. And that's usually during the summer. That's what it averages here is 90 degrees. And the humidity is usually like 70% or so. If it wasn't so damn hot with that 70% humidity, I'd just leave my damn humidor set outside and it'd be fine. But can't do that with the 90 degrees. You'd have tobacco beetles coming through in no time. Speaking of, have either of you ever had a tobacco beetle infestation in your cigars? Has that ever happened to you yet? It's happened to me once when I was driving truck. Honestly, there's some things about it I miss, but then there's a lot of things I don't. Throwing hay, I don't miss that. Honestly, I would rather take a whipping across my bare thighs with a car radio antenna than throw hay. I would. And I don't miss building fence. I hated building fence. Yeah. I don't blame you. Oh, believe me, you don't want a tobacco beetle hatching out. Well, here's the deal with mold. Now, cigars get something on, if you got cigars that are aging good, proper humidity, proper temperature, they can get what's called bloom. Bloom. And some people mistake that for mold on their cigar, but actually it's not. It's the tobacco emitting the oils and stuff, and the oils uh, doing something with the wrapper leaf, and it's not bad. As a matter of fact, if you get bloom on your cigars, it means they are aging very good and properly. So you gotta kind of educate yourself on the difference between mold and bloom because it's real easy to confuse them. So there's that. But yeah, I know what you mean. If you get mold on a cigar, it's really bad. But if you get mold on a cigar, your humidity is way too high. Now, see, I like to keep my cigars at about 80%. That's just perfect for me. But I like my cigars just a bit damper than most people do. I myself think they taste better and smoke better, but that's just my personal opinion. Some people like them a little drier, and that's fine. It's all a matter of personal preference, you know. Ugh, nope, not me. Hate building fence and hated throwing hay. I do not miss that aspect of farm living. What I do miss is the livestock, though, taking care of the livestock and all that. Even though when I was a kid and had to do chores, I hated doing chores. But now that I'm older and I realize what was actually going on with all that, I do miss it. The neighbor just next door has chickens, and they started coming over into our yard, and the neighbors got worried that we wouldn't like it. And they said, "Well, we're sorry our chickens are in your yard." And we're like, "Hey, that's fine. Let them come over. We don't mind." You know, we grew up with chickens running around our yard all the time. So, brings back good memories. So we cut a hole in the fence just big enough for the chickens to get through into our yard. So they run back and forth all day long. 69, that's a good way to have it. Yep. They say that the perfect environment for cigars is 72% humidity with 72 degrees. They say that that's the perfect way to store cigars. But like I said, I like mine just a little wetter. Oh, oh. About time for the pipe. Oh, yeah. Okay, here we go. Okay. Well, I put it in the pipe just a little early, as you can see, but that's okay. It'll still smoke. Now, hang on just a second. My pipe's a little plugged up. There we go. Okay. There we go. Okay. I'm still a little plugged up. Give me just a moment here. I'm sorry. That should do it. Okay. Ah, much better. Yeah. We had 12 acres at the house we lived at growing up. So, well, that's good. Now I know. 'Cause I didn't know if the ads would go across or not. I'm glad they don't, actually. Trevor, if you want to get in on watching me play games, which it might be boring as hell, I don't know, but go to Twitch and search for, this is my ID on Twitch. You can find me there, and it'll let you know when I go live playing games. Like this morning, I was playing PGA Tour 2021. Then what was it yesterday? I was building my Jurassic Park. Well, that's good. I'm glad to know that. Thanks for checking that out. Now I appreciate that. Matter of fact, I don't know if I could send you a direct link to my channel or not. Let me look and see here. Uh, See if I can share my channel with you. This might do it. Yeah, I think this will do it right here. This is a direct link to my channel. Oh, you got it from my YouTube channel? Cool. I forgot I had that link on my YouTube channel. I think I have that link on my Cigar Mick channel too, but I can't remember for sure. Cool. I'll probably log in after supper and work on my Jurassic Park again. I think I might do the sandbox thing though, and not do a challenge. I don't know. I'm not sure yet what I want to do. Or I could play some Skyrim, I suppose. I haven't played Skyrim in a long time. Oh, that sounds great. I appreciate it. That's awesome. That's called lurking. You're lurking my channel, which I love people lurking my channel. Well, I prefer that they interact, but if they can't, they just want to let it roll while they go do something else. I love the lurks too. I really do. What now, the lurk? Hey, you know what? I don't mind being lurked. Doesn't bother me none. Some people don't like it, but I'm like, hey, you're getting watch time, so who cares if all they do is lurk? Who cares? Well, they should interact. Well, I'm just happy having them there. You know, I'm just happy having somebody getting watch time on my channel. Some people are so bitchy. I just don't get it. Oh. So what you're saying is I need to start with a new part so you can see how it starts out and everything. Is that what you're telling me? Well, that Biff Pudwell is also my PlayStation Network ID. But take out the underscore. It's all one word, Biff Pudwell. Radio controlled racing. Hey, that's a pretty cool little sport. That's awesome. I got a friend that does that up in Iowa. He races little remote control cars. It's really cool. He does uh, the alcohol engine and all that stuff. Little thing burns alcohol and goes like a bat out of hell. Oh, you like Skyrim? Cool. You're another Bethesda. Do you do Fallout also? Because I do both Fallout and Skyrim. Although I haven't played Fallout for a long time. Oh, had me on Bluetooth. I see. Yeah, you don't want to be watching my stream while you're driving truck. No, that's not good. Although, actually, tonight I should play ESO because I got some stuff I need to get done on Elder Scrolls Online. They got a Golden Pursuit going on, and I need to get finished up. Oh, the pick 'em up truck, huh? Need to pour me some more drink here. So I don't know what I'll do tonight on Twitch. Wow, that's covering a lot of ground. 3 counties. I never got into the radio controlled cars like my friend does. And I got another friend that does drones. He flies drones around. That's pretty cool. Yeah, when I had that friend, he come down and visited there last fall, and he brought his drone with him, and we went over to the beach over here by where I live, and we flew the drone around there and was checking out stuff. Flew it out over the Gulf some, and could actually see some dolphins and stuff swimming around out there with the drone. It was really cool. So these cigars actually fit in this pipe real good. They're just the right ring gauge, which is kind of nice because some of them are too small and I got to mash them in. And then there's others that won't fit in at all. Then I got to tear them up to get the tobacco in there. So these are kind of nice that they fit in there so nice. Oh, and the review for these Riatas will be coming up Thursday. I'll be doing it Thursday. It'll drop Thursday. Well, that's pretty cool. He's got sponsorships. That's awesome. I don't know if my friend has any sponsors or not. I never asked him and he never said, so. Yeah, I know it's expensive. He's told me about some of the stuff he gets for his, and it is pricey. Man, you can spend a lot of money on those just like you can a real car, a racing car, full size car. Pretty crazy. Um, oh, let me look for sure. I'm thinking it's like a 50. Let's see. Yeah, it's a 50. These are a 4.75 by 50 to 700. It's a Robusto size, and it's a Maduro. Well, actually, it's not a Maduro. It's what they call the English market selection. The wrapper is from Mexico, binders from Mexico, and the filler is from Honduras, and they're made in Nicaragua. I just gave it all away. Well, you guys just got a sneak peek at the review coming up by hearing all that. How about that? Yeah, 50 ring gauge cigar fits in this pipe just perfect. Ham bones. All right. Ham bones. Ham bones. Value price cigar line. Oh, okay. The ham bones Maduro Toro is it's a 6 by 50. It's a Connecticut wrapper, Nicaraguan binder with Nicaraguan and Honduran filler. But seeing as how it's a Maduro, I'm guessing it's probably a Connecticut sun grown or Connecticut broadleaf is what I'm wanting to say. Series is dictated by the type of wrapper used on the plant. In this case, a rich dark Maduro wrapper is employed to provide a bold, full-bodied smoke with delicious flavors of chocolate, earth, dark roast coffee, and caramel. I'm guessing it's Connecticut broadleaf, but I don't know for sure. It looks like a Connecticut broadleaf. Yeah, I'll have to give them a try. A bundle is 20 is $80. Or no, 42.99 for a bundle of 20 of those. 42.99. Yeah, I'll have to give them a try sometime. Oh, they got a Connecticut, which is a Connecticut shade wrapper. Yeah, Connecticut shade wrapper, and Nicaraguan binder, and Nicaraguan and Honduran filler, made in Honduras. Yeah, I'll definitely try them. They got a torpedo, which is a 6x52, and that is yeah, that's a really light Connecticut shade wrapper, almost a golden wrapper on it. Here's an EMS Toro. Oh, the EMS wrapper is a Connecticut Habano wrapper. Cool. Look up the Nap Cap Pipe Tobacco. Nightcap Pipe Tobacco. Let's see, Nightcap. Oh, it's a Peterson. Peterson makes good pipe tobacco. They make really good pipe tobacco. It used to be a Dunhill blend, but then Dunhill quit making it, and then Peterson started making the blend. It's Virginias and Orientals. Virginia and Oriental tobacco. It's got Latakia tobacco that gives it a darkly sweet and peppery perique. It's a full-bodied smoke. I'd probably like that. The tobaccos are Latakia, Perique, and Virginia. It's an English tobacco. Cool. I'll have to check that out. Like I said, Peterson makes good pipe tobacco. They got quality product. And they got a lot of different tobaccos too. I had some plug tobacco one time. They have a 3-piece plug tobacco. And I had some plug tobacco one time. I don't think it was Peterson's, but it was pretty good tobacco. My elder nephew Seth, he likes pipes more than he does cigars, but he does smokes cigars too. But he's been a pipe smoker ever since, well, I think it was 16 when he took up pipe smoking. And he's been a dedicated pipe smoker ever since. Yeah, definitely give it a try. Break out the pipe. Your wife would probably like that better too. Not quite so stinky, you know. Yeah, get you a corncob pipe. They're nice. I like mine. It works out good. But I like this pipe better with my cigars because the hole in my corncob pipe is so small, hardly any of my cigars fit in it. This one has a bigger bowl on it, so it's easier to get cigars in it. Yeah, do definitely. You can pick up corncob pipes about anywhere. They used to sell them in gas stations all the time. I don't know if they still do or not. It used to be common to see a corncob pipe in a gas station. Redneck meerschaum. That's what they used to call them. Redneck meerschaum pipes. Oh, Missouri meerschaum, yeah. Well, in Iowa, where I grew up, they called them redneck meerschaum. But yeah, Missouri meerschaum is actually, I think that's actually a brand name, to be honest. Missouri meerschaum. I could be wrong though, but I'm thinking Missouri meerschaum is a brand of corncob pipes. Yeah, he's got, I don't know, 4 or 5 different pipes. I need to get a couple more pipes, just to have a few extras around. But this old thing, it's you can see I did some work on it, repairing it. Things broke, and I cobbled it back together. But it still works, so why not? One of these days, I'm gonna do a pipe tobacco review. I really need to do one. Start doing some anyway. I really need to. I told Seth he needs to start doing pipe tobacco reviews because he's always trying all different kinds of pipe tobacco. Trouble is, you know, I haven't tried that many different pipe tobaccos over the years, so I'm not really sure what to get into. You know what I mean? Oh, excuse me. Oh, really? Is that what's coming from South Carolina? Yeah, they do take practice. Figure out how to work them and stuff. It takes a little bit of learning, but it's once you get the hang of it, it's good. You know, smoking a pipe's pretty good. The thing of it is I tried a pipe a lot of years ago. I think I was like 22 or 23 when I first tried a pipe, and the tobacco I got had tongue bite real bad, and it kind of turned me off of pipes. I mean, it was bad. And I'm like, oh, well, this sucks. I'm not going to do this anymore. And I quit. And then I got older and really couldn't afford cigars. So I thought, you know what? Pipe tobacco is relatively cheap. I'll try that again. And I got an old cheap pipe and bought me some cheap tobacco. And it's like, it's all right. I can do this. I figured out that what I was doing wrong then was I was hotboxing the damn pipe. And when you hotbox a pipe, you're gonna get tongue bite. That's all there is to it. Yeah, I need to do some pipe reviews, some pipe tobacco reviews. I really need to. Thing of it is, have you ever checked out the mutton chop piper? Um, my elder nephew turned me on to his YouTube channel, and he does pipe tobacco reviews. I think he only puts out like one a month, but he does a real good pipe tobacco review. And the thing of it is he doesn't do it like I do my cigar videos of beginning, middle, and end. He just does the first startup and tells you about it, and then that's it. You know, his videos aren't all that long, but he kind of goes into what's going on with the tobacco and stuff and what he's experiencing, and they're pretty good um, reviews. He does a good job. Yeah, he does. He does. He's got a good channel going on. I don't know how long he's been at it. I haven't bothered to look see how long his channel's been around, but he's got quite a few subscribers too. Um, you got to get it packed in the bowl right. You want to have the bottom part loose, but then the top part packed a little tighter. And getting that right takes practice. And then you don't want to smoke it too fast. Uh, Pipe tobacco is not like a cigar. You don't want to try and get big volume of smoke. You just want to get a little bit at a time. Because if you get too much, you're going to get tongue bite. So that's kind of how you want to work a pipe. It takes a little practice, but once you get the hang of it, it's really pretty easy. Oh, cool. Thank you. I appreciate that. I really do. And the other thing I run into is sometimes the pipe tobacco is really wet and it's hard to keep it going. And there's really no way, good pipe tobacco, there's no way to keep it burning continuously. So you're almost always relighting it. That's the other thing. And that kind of annoys me a little bit, but I've learned that that's just the nature of the beast with pipe tobacco. It's going to happen. So I just kind of accept it and go on, you know. Yeah, give it a try. Well, gentlemen and ladies, if there's one watching, I think I'm going to call it quits on this stream for now. Michelle's got supper ready, so time to go get me some supper. Appreciate you guys coming along. It's been great chatting with you. I love doing these live streams with you guys. I have a blast doing them. They're a lot of fun. And I love chatting and figuring out what's going on with you guys. So I will catch you later. Be sure to check out my Twitch stream when it comes on. Check that out. And we'll see how it's going. And as always, have a great day, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all take care now.